Hello people, hope you're doing good. Welcome to a bit of a random review, sort of. So as you may know, Alien Romulus is coming out this week. Me and my dad are going to see it Sunday. We're so excited. And in celebration, I thought I'd review the very first Alien movie. AKA one of my favourite movies of all time. So Alien is directed by Ridley Scott and it was released in 1979, and it follows the crew of the spaceship Nostromo, who receives a distress signal from a ship that's crashed on a desolate planet. When the crew goes to investigate, they unfortunately bring home a weird alien species that hosts a bigger alien that kills the crew off one by one. Now I don't think I really need to tell you how influential Alien was, and still is really. This movie has been parodied, ripped off so many times, and even if you're not a movie fan, you still know something about it. You know what a xenomorph is, and if you don't know what the name is, you know what it looks like. You may know Ripley, you may know scenes from the movies like the facehugger scene and the chestburster. You know something about Alien, even if you despise movies. It created this huge franchise, which is of course still continuing today. It's had spin-offs, crossovers with Predator. It is one of the most influential horror movies ever made. And as I said in the intro, it is my favourite horror movie ever. Now, just a fair warning, I am going to get into spoilers. If you somehow have not seen Alien, first of all, what the flip are you doing? Please go and watch it. And yeah, if you don't want it spoiled, please click off this video, watch the movie first, and then come back. So one of the best things about Alien is that from minute one, it's full of tension. There's stakes. Of course, we know that there's a distress signal that the crew goes to investigate, but already there's tension. They're on this planet that they don't know. They're going into this abandoned ship that, well, it looks like from the outside. They don't know what's in there. And then, of course, they bring back the facehugger. And then after a bit of tinkering with the facehugger, we get this scene where all of our crewmates are around a table just talking and interacting. And this is one of the best scenes in the movie because it builds character. You understand what everyone's roles are. They've all got a bit about them. And, well, they're all pretty likeable. You know, this is the main thing about these sort of movies. You need to care about every single character so the tension in the movie is earned. And because of this interaction, the tension throughout the rest of this movie is completely earned. You feel something when a character dies, and that just amps up the tension because you think, who's next? Will this person be safe that you like? So this whole movie is just lathered with dread throughout the entire runtime. And then of course we get the famous chestburster scene, which if you didn't know, and this was actually quite a fun fact, none of the actors knew that this was going to happen.
And there's a master where all five of us are like, and we're not acting because we just went, what just happened?
And I just think that's really fun. I miss stuff like that. That's just really interesting to hear about. And this scene also features probably the funniest moment in the movie, which is weird because you've just seen this guy get absolutely mauled from the inside out. Blood and guts is everywhere. And then you just see this little alien pop its head out. And it just goes, meow. It's quite comedic to me. And I think that is kind of a bit intentional. Because, in a way, it kind of lowers your fear for it. Thinking, oh, it's a small tiny thing. It couldn't be that bad. And then little do you know, it just becomes this massive alien. And then for the rest of the movie, crewmates get eaten and killed one by one. And then we get the ventilation shaft scene, which, personally, is the best jump scare ever put to film. What a creative way to do a jump scare. And spoilers for this as well. So one of our crewmates is going through this ventilation shaft. They're tracking him, the other crewmates, and they're tracking the alien. And they keep saying, the alien's behind you, the alien's behind you. And you see these little dots. And one's moving straight towards him, and you're thinking, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. And then it never comes. And then he goes down a layer, looks one side with his torch, looks the other side, and then there it is. And I can remember the first time when I watched this movie, that scene got to me so much. It was such a well-directed moment. And now I want to talk about Ash, the robot in this film. Now, the reveal that he is a robot is done really well. Like, you never suspect anything like that. You just think he's cold, calculated, serious, smart. That's what you just think of him. But then there's this massive reveal, dark reveal about him. And what I really like is that it was subtly set up throughout that dinner table scene. There's just these shots where he's looking at every single one of the crewmates. And you're just thinking, he's just looking at him. It's like a throwaway shot. But then when you watch this multiple times, you realise that he's analysing them, seeing what they're doing. And it's just subtle things like that you notice the second and many more times around, like, that was smart. So it was in your face throughout the whole time in a way. And then we get the thrilling third act where Ripley is trying to get to the escape ship with her cat Jonesy. They get out and then you think, everything's good now. The ship's blowing up. The xenomorph has gone. And then it just shows up inside the ship. And this is the most tense scene in the movie because even though like the original ship was so closed in and claustrophobic, it's still a big ship. There's a lot to run around anywhere. Well, this one, it's so small, you can hardly hide. Ripley has to be so silent, hiding from this alien, to get her suit on and then open up the escape hatch, and then the xenomorph gets sucked out to space. Ending, satisfied, Ripley's on her way. But that is easily the most tense, because as I said, the xenomorph can just turn his head slightly and see Ripley. Another well done scene. This movie is just tension. It could just be called Tension in Space. Because that's basically what it is really, with a big alien. And the other things I love about this film, the performances. Of course, Sigourney Weaver is great as Ripley in this. She's an amazing actress and she's great in here too. I also love Ian Holm as Ash. How again, he's like cold, calculated, smart. And he has kind of the personalities of a robot throughout the whole film. But again, you don't suspect anything about it until it's revealed. And even then, he shines in this movie then as well. And this movie's direction is absolutely brilliant. I like how, again, subtle it is with the scares. For example, we see one crewmate before he dies. The alien's just hanging from the ceiling. And there's no music cue or anything. And there's not really any jump scare. It just happens. Subtle scares like that to increase the tension again. And I love the look of Nostromo as well, the spaceship. It looks so real and lived in. Like these people have been in here for years upon years. The production designers did an amazing job here. And the models as well at the outside of the ships look amazing too. And of course you can't forget the look of the xenomorph. It's one of the best looking things in movies. It's creepy, it's scary. I love the double mouth that it has. And the lore behind it, the extended lore about how they impregnate their victims and everything. That just adds a whole new layer of creepiness to them. So overall, what else can I say about Alien? It's the best horror movie ever made. It's got characters that you care about, brilliant tension, great jump scares, amazing performances, brilliantly directed and shot and designed. What an amazing movie. Again, if you haven't seen Alien, what are you doing? Get the DVD, get it on streaming, whatever, play it, watch it. You will love it, trust me. You're missing out. So overall, I cannot give Alien less than a 10 out of 10. Of course. It's a perfect movie. My favourite horror film of all time. Amazing. And people, that's it for the end of this review. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have seen Alien, do let me know your thoughts on it. Do you agree with me? Do you think it's the best horror movie ever? Do you think it's a little bit overrated? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. I'll see you later.